My name is Amit. I'm a CrossFit coach and a filmmaker. Join me as I follow my passion and eat my way through 6 unique cities while exploring the CrossFit scene and the culture in what can only be described as incredible Asia. Welcome to Out of the Box. I got to be honest with you, I don't know much about Brunei. I know it's an oil-rich country and that it's home to Mike Mogard. Mike's a regular fixture at Pacific Regionals and he's also the founder of Asia Championships. I want to discover the city and see what's happening with the fitness scene over here. The Sultanate of Brunei is an oil-rich Islamic country with many beautiful mosques. The backbone of the country is oil and gas. With a population of under 500,000, it truly is an abode of peace. Brunei may be one of the world's richest per capita nations, but they haven't dumped tradition in favor of modern life. One place where you can see that is at the morning market, meters from downtown. Bruneians love to eat out, and there are many excellent restaurants in Brunei thanks to the large expat population. I'm catching up for some food and a chat with the Mogards and Nas at Gedong Night Market.
Actually, I was over in the Philippines visiting and had a friend who was working at the embassy here. And so came on like a $30 Cebu Pacific flight on an adventure with a friend, kind of a free place to stay sort of thing. And ended up kind of hooking up with an investor who's like, hey, love to start CrossFit, need a trainer. And then just things kind of started from there. So we were either going to start one back in the US or kind of take an adventure over to Asia and do the CrossFit thing over here. And we just kind of took the plunge and decided to do something different. The trip here to like learn about Brunei was in 2010. We actually didn't end up heading over until 2012. So it took a little while to get the ball rolling.
Asia Championships, how did it start?
I remember like specifically, because I think it was in December when Castro announced that there was no more Asia Regional, Super Regional. Like right away I was like, this can't happen, you know? Like, I mean, we got it. Like we understood like why and you know, understood the idea behind why, you know, Asia didn't get one anymore. We were just super bummed because 2012, 13, 14 regionals are the ones that I participated in. It was super fun. Everybody got together. It was kind of a big gathering. You know, Asia's so spread out, right? So it's like the one chance that everybody's kind of has to get together, and we just didn't want to see it go away. So actually, Nas and I shot a video.
That's being
all sad that Korea was like over, and it got a bunch of shares and stuff, and just kind of gained some momentum, unified the region a little bit, and just said, hey, let's, you know, just because the regional's now in Australia, which is cool and great, and I love it down there. We just wanted to keep the community together once a year and just give everybody a reason to come out and compete and to hang out again. So we just wanted to be another platform and just, yeah, I want to keep the thing going. So that's where it came from. So, right, so the update show just came out, or the cool down show at the Invitational, right? And one of the things that was really cool was Castro said, hey, like South America gets their own regional. And he kind of gave away the playbook on how that happened. It was just on open signups, right? There's just a massive amount of open signups in South America. And he point blank said, like, Asia could be next. Like, it's just a rally to, I mean, it's just, if the Asia community rallies around the open and gets signups, then, you know, we'll earn the regional back, which is awesome. And that's what we want to do. But obviously with Asia Championships, then that's kind of the space that we're in right now. And so, you know, what does Asia Championships become when, when the regional comes back, because we want it to be back. It's not like we don't want regionals back. We definitely want it back for every reason out there, right? So then Asia Championships becomes something like the PGA Tour money list, or Asia Championships becomes like the Winston Cup Series, where it's a chance for people who are in competitive fitness to have a scoreboard all year round to who's the best in Asia. Now all of a sudden there's incentive to go out and compete and win and podium because you're getting points based on how you're doing all year round. And I think it's time for somebody to kind of create this standardized leaderboard. And so Asia Championships will likely morph into that in the future.
So Nas, what's the fitness scene like here? Like, what's your experience been here?
To be honest, I think a couple years ago, there's probably only like one CrossFit gym And now you see, you know, Mo's running 3. There's another 2 more, I think, around the country as well. I think CrossFit is definitely growing in the community here. Apart from that, there's a lot of up and coming sort of fitness scenes as well. Powerlifting is starting to make it big here. Calisthenics has been big and is still pretty big. Just had like a calisthenics bar competition called Bar Rage. I think it's in their fourth installment, I think, or something like that. So I think fitness is here in Brunei for sure, and it's growing, and it all points to good signs, I think.
To me, this feels like home right now. Yeah, this feels like home. I mean, I say that because this is where our career is. Like, we go back in the summers, right? We go back for a month in July. And so when we go back, like, this is where our community is. This is where our gym is. This is where my career is. This is where our kids have grown up. This is the culture they know. This is the place we vacation. This is the place that, you know, we travel together. So, yeah, this is where it's at. This is home.
And our life here is so much different than what it would be in the States, because in the States we'd be neighbors with probably other white Christians, you know. So like, we come from Iowa, which is pretty not very diverse, I guess you would say. So you know, I really think that we've kind of found like a really good way to, or what feels good or comfortable to us to like relate with culture / religion / whatever around us. But we recognize that we're the foreigner, and so like we're coming as the one who are different, and so we do our best just to like, I don't know, to appreciate it and to respect it. And I think we found like a lot of really close friendships, even though we recognize that we probably have some differences.
I think it's one of the unique things about CrossFit. I mean, inside the box, it's like a lot of that. I think a lot of the barriers that might exist outside kind of break down. And I mean, you hear that across the board, right? Like story kind of all over the world. Yeah, I mean, fitness is a unifier. So yeah, I mean, we have, you know, people in different religions, different faiths, different ethnicities, different backgrounds. But I mean, it's a little bit cliche almost now, but it's true. Like, you get in there and suffer together, and it's amazing how much common ground and unity you'll find, and you know, different belief systems and backgrounds, and how you grew up, and race and all that stuff seems quite a bit less important, at least compared to your connection and friendship, and just, you know, the way that you're relating to each other. So that was pretty good. This is my best friend.
Whoa! It's the first time that's been admitted on camera, man.
What was that? I missed that.
It's official.
It's official now. He said I'm his best friend.
I got that. On IG story.
Home to around 13,000, Kampong Ai is the world's largest water village. And you can't miss it if you are in Bandar Seri Begawan. It was the de facto capital of the Bruneian Empire a few centuries ago. Brunei is home to lush rainforests, a laid-back vibe, and genial people. It's been heartwarming talking fitness and friendships, but I feel like I've barely scratched the surface of this small gem of a country. Looks like a future visit is definitely on the cards.